Aum Gangadipataye Namaha. Namaste. So, I'm going to continue pretty much where I left off from yesterday. But first I want to say, there's no questions? No comments? That's unbelievable. Why is it unbelievable? Because one of the most astute, intelligent, and experienced viewers on this channel left me a comment some time ago that directly led to doing this series, because it was clear that he had completely misunderstood karma and karma yoga. So I saw the need, we really need a series on this, because the actual understanding of karma from the scriptures is completely different from the popular misunderstanding. Just like yoga. Everybody thinks yoga means standing on your head. Duh. Anyway, we've been over that one enough times. You should know better by now. But karma is still an open question for most people. What is karma? How does it work? Is there some little angel sitting on your shoulder writing everything down? The government wants to do that now with the internet, right? Maintain a log of everybody's activities. But the internet will find a way. And the truth is, there is no need for any outside agency for anything. But even for the law of karma, our own mind is already recording everything. It's possible through hypnotic regression to go back even to the time of conception and gestation, before birth. So, and recover the real memories of what happened, even down to the dialogue and who said what to who. So if that's possible, that means the mind records everything that happens, all the sense inputs. So there's already, for you guys into IT, a tree-structured database of everything you've ever experienced. And that includes, of course, your intentions and your activities, right? So at the end of life, or near the end of life, one begins to review what happened and why. And this forms the basis, conceptual basis for the next body. In other words, because we desire, we create a field of activities, which is a sharira, a body. So we do it by our own desire, by our own power of creation. Buddha called it fabrication, because it's all a lie, of course. This world isn't real. We've been over that a bunch of times too. So what is karma then? Well, karma is part of the illusion, part of cause and effect in time and space, using matter. And all these things are just appearances, they're just mirages, like the lake that you might see in the desert or on a hot road or something. It's simply a refraction of the sun's light. And in the same way, this world, this environment that we see around us is only a refraction or a reflection of our own mind's projection. And the proof is, every night when we go to sleep, it disappears. So, but because we believe in it, karma is real within that context. Just like I was talking about the truth about the truth about the truth, is that truth depends totally on context. Context determines meaning. So whether something is true or not true is part of its meaning. And that's determined by the context. So what do science and politics and religion do, and social programming in general, conditioning? They narrow the context. Oh, we're only talking about our country. We're only talking about our company. We're only talking about our school or grade so-and-so in this particular subject. See, it's only true in that context. As soon as you get out of that context, it's not true anymore. Or it may be undetermined or just useless. See? So science, religion, philosophy, all these things are basically just illusion. There really is no meaning to this existence. But anyway, that's a topic for a later series. This series is like grade 0. If you don't know, if you don't understand how karma works, how can you make any advancement on the path? So last time we went through karma, which is like ordinary work, according to Vedic injunctions. What you're supposed to do according to your varna and your ashram. Vikarma, which is sinful action against Vedic injunctions and which leads to a lower birth. And Ugrakarma, which is like really, really bad stuff, which leads to hell. So this whole industrial, technological civilization is a product of Ugrakarma. It's completely unnecessary. There's no need for it. Nature already provides everything. God already provides everything needed by His creation. He's not an irresponsible creator. So when people add to it, they do so only for their own selfish, lusty, greedy reasons. Nobody would build an ugly factory if they weren't making lots of money in the process. Nobody would go to the trouble of starting a business and hiring people and all this stuff, developing products and so on, if it wasn't going to make them a lot of money. So greed, desire, illusion is driving the whole process. It's completely, it's not even wrong, you know, it's that bad. It's just hellish from the beginning. Every factory is hellish. Have you ever had a job that wasn't hellish? Where there wasn't some asshole, some manager or security guy or just some idiot in the break room making your life miserable? So come on. This whole industrial civilization is just hellish. So it prepares one to go to hell. Just like performing pious activities according to karma prepares one to go to heaven, higher planets, higher births. And that's the next category, Naiśkarmya. Naiśkarmya means basically action according to the Vedas, specifically that leads to mokṣa, that leads to liberation, enlightenment, awakening. This is the path. This is yoga, and it begins with karma. Therefore, karma yoga. So, karma yoga is only those actions prescribed in the scriptures as part of the path to liberation. And the intention, well, we'll get to intention and all that in a minute. The intention has to be right. The doer has to be right. The time and the place have to be right. Everything has to be according to Vedic instructions. That's why you should read the Vedas, Upanishads, Puranas, Mahabharata. You should read all these literatures because they have so much information as to Kala, Desha, Patra, the whole, the time, the place, and the person needed to perform pious activities that lead to liberation. Okay? And before they get to liberation, they lead to higher births. Births in either a better quality body with nicer senses and facilities, or maybe birth in a higher realm. The Gayatri mantra begins Om Bhur Bhuva Swaha. Bhur is the earth level, our ordinary human level. Bhuva is the celestial level, the siddhas and the yogis who fly around without gross bodies and enjoy like anything. And then Svaha is Svarga. Svarga means the abode of the gods. Like that. So you can reach these places. These are real places. Just like hell is a real place. Or it can even manifest on this planet. Just go to a slaughterhouse sometime. You'll see hell. So you can get born into that if you do the nasty activities that lead to that kind of birth. Or you can get born into heaven if you do the activities that lead to that kind of birth. But actually, the best and highest class of karma is called Akarma. Akarma means activities that yield no karmic result whatsoever. These are only possible for a liberated soul, a Jīvanmukta. Why? Well, remember we discussed yesterday, when someone attains enlightenment, that their prārabda karma, the karma that's due to manifest in this lifetime, will go ahead and manifest. But the other types of karma won't. Okay? The sañcita and the, what's the other one? Agamī. Sañcita is the karma that you gather in this life by your activities. And agamī is that which is scheduled for future lives because this life was not an appropriate field for that particular karma. So those two types go away completely. Why or how? Because there's nobody for them to affect. Just like we made the example, if there's going to be a package delivered to your place, it has to be to your address. Your name and address has to be on there, and they have to match the name and address on your residence. Then the package can be delivered. Otherwise, it just goes back. So in the same way, if there's a person, if there's an ego, a mind, a field of activities for the karma to manifest in, then it will be delivered. But if the ego is no longer functioning, if the mind is gone, if there's no person, no body, then where is it going to go? It just goes back, gets returned. So in this way, one goes through stages and steps and rounds of evolution higher and higher until one gets to Akarma. Akarmic activities are attained through performance of Naiśkarmya, Naiśkarmic activities. And those, in turn, come from study of the Vedas, knowledge of the Vedic sacrifices, and so on. We've already been over a little bit of this here and there in Spiritual Nourishment series, how to perform the daily rituals, the ordinary puja, that's part of every Vedic follower's life, that's part of every authentic yogi's life. The sadhana, the different kinds of meditation. We've been through this, for years. There's hundreds of videos on this channel, and they're all grounded in Shastra, authentic spiritual scriptures, and in my personal practice. And I know I've said it a bunch of times for you guys who've been around for a while, but for you new people, I have an ethical principle. I do not discuss any subject that I have not personally realized. So everything on this channel is grounded in the scriptures and in personal experience. But to make this work, you have to ask questions that matter to you. The things that bug you. Like somebody checked the downvote on yesterday's video. Why? Do they have some disagreement, some misunderstanding? Is something not clear? They were too chicken to leave a comment. What to do? I can't help that person, but I can help you, because if you have a question, it's very likely many others do too. So speak up. Don't be afraid to mess up. Worst that can happen is I delete your comment. Big deal. So post a comment, and then I will address it in future episodes. Om Tat Sat. Om Harihi Om.